God is holy. In Leviticus 19:2, it says, give the following instructions to the entire community of Israel. You must be holy because I, the Lord your God, I am holy. God is holy. And God has wanted his holiness then to not be minimized. To not be minimized. Often we think somehow or another, because of our sin and our shortcomings, we somehow have to minimize the holiness of God to make ourselves feel better. And that's just not right. It's not biblical, and it will twist your understanding of God, and it will twist your Christology. And it's exactly what the enemy wants. The enemy wants you to minimize God's holiness so somehow or another you can make yourself feel better about your sin and your brokenness. Here's the beautiful thing of the gospel. You don't have to do that. God will meet you right where you are in your sin and your brokenness and your mistakes and your shame, and he'll love you right where you are. You know why we know that? How does Luke 15 start? And Jesus was eating with the tax collectors and the sinners. The Pharisees and the scribes saw this and said, look, he eats with such scum. Jesus, overhearing this, said, what man among you who has 100 sheep would not leave the 99 and go after the one who's lost? And upon finding it, he rejoices and he places it upon his shoulder, and he goes back and he tells all of his friends and everyone in town, look, the lamb that I've lost, I've now found. And I tell you, there'll be more rejoicing in heaven over one lost sinner who repents than over 99 stuffy Methodists back in the church. Sorry, I added that last part. Who don't think they need no repentance. I'm not going to talk about the Baptist or the Pentecostal day. I'll just talk about the Methodists. But I'm sorry, Granddaddy, he was a big Methodist. But you see, Jesus cares about broken and lost people. You don't have to minimize the holiness of God to make yourself feel better about your mistakes or whatever. Be thankful we have a holy God. Because then we know what we are to be about. Then we know the one who is holy and who's without sin has the power and the love to lift us up out of the mire and the brokenness and help us become who he has created us to be.